It is time for the Nebraska Dairy Update. I'm Chad Moyer. On today's program, Ashley Larson, Midwest Dairy Manager of Programs and Partnerships here in Nebraska, highlighting an event that they recently took part in, interacting with influencers. Ashley, thanks for taking the time and visiting with us here today. First of all, to kind of set the stage, let's talk about what is a thought leader in your mind and why is it important to connect with them?
Yeah. Hi, Chad. Thanks so much for having me. Thought leaders are people who have the authority and influence to shape the opinions of others. So examples might be university department chairs, lead healthcare providers, or the executive director of a nonprofit organization. At Midwest Dairy, we target thought leaders with expertise in sustainable food systems, as well as health and wellness. By building trust in dairy with thought leaders, they help to influence others, including consumers, to have trust in dairy as well.
All right. Well, let's talk about an example where you interacted with some of these thought leaders. That is the Water for Food Global Conference, which was held in Lincoln here not too long ago. Tell me about this event.
Yeah, the partnership was new this year, and Midwest Dairy sponsored or participated in the conference that was hosted by the Dougherty Water for Food Global Institute. With this year's theme, A Resilient Future, Water and Food for All, the conference brought together global leaders, innovators, and producers to explore solutions that ensure water and food security for generations to come. Being a sponsor at this event provided the opportunity to be involved in the Agriculture Innovation Tour that kicked off the event.
All right. Well, let's spend some more time talking about that tour. Tell me a little bit about the Ag Innovation Tour. Why was it important in your mind to be included in that, Ashley?
Yeah, we're a co-sponsor. Midwest Dairy, Nebraska Corn Board, and Nebraska Soybean Board sponsored this event. And the tour offered attendees a deep dive into Nebraska agriculture advancements, beginning with the cutting-edge technologies and research and ending with a visit to a production farming operation. It was great to be included in this event and was important so that we could make sure dairy was featured and to show what the Nebraska dairy farmers are doing. A key highlight of the tour was a stop at the Animal Science Complex at the University of Nebraska here in Lincoln, where participants observed dairy cows currently involved in a methane reduction study. UNL professors Paul Konanoff, dairy nutrition specialist, and Rick Stowell, extension specialist in animal environment, provided valuable insights into the dairy industry's commitment to sustainability and environmental stewardships. The tour welcomed 22 attendees representing a global and diverse audience, from university faculty and students to professionals in agriculture and technology that were from Nigeria, Pakistan, Ethiopia, Brazil, and across Nebraska. The interactive experience sparked meaningful dialogue and deeper understanding of the dairy sector's role in creating a resilient food future.
All right. Sounds great. Sounds like it was a great event. Now, you said that was part of, the tour was part of a conference. So was Midwest Dairy involved in the rest of the conference as well?
Yes, yep, we were. The tour started the week-long conference that was held at Innovation Campus. And throughout the week, Midwest Dairy hosted an informational booth at the conference, sharing how water is recycled and how it's managed responsibly on dairy farms. The conference welcomed more than 350 in-person attendees from 23 different countries, in addition to the virtual audience as well. This visibility provided a valuable opportunity to connect with thought leaders, build relationships, and explore future collaborations focused on sustainable agriculture and water stewardship.
All right, very good. So thanks for the summary on that. Now, back to something that you said at the beginning, Ashley. You said these interactions with thought leaders are kind of designed to increase trust in dairy. So how does an event like this continue in that goal, would you say?
Yeah, our hope is to continue to partner with this group, the Dougherty Water for Food Institute, as they continue to be an influential leader when it comes to addressing the global challenge of achieving food security with less stress on water resources through water management. And so with sharing our expertise in research, then they can see what dairy is doing and that dairy is doing their part in recycling water. And then hopefully then we can collaborate in future events and continue to make partnerships there.
All right, very good. Well, thank you so much for telling us about this effort again. Ashley Larson is a manager of programs and partnerships here in Nebraska with Midwest Dairy. Again, talking about this most recent effort to connect with thought leaders and influencers, this time at the Dougherty Water for Food Global Conference, which was held recently in Lincoln. That is today's Nebraska Dairy Update. Chad Moyer reporting.